Hey,
What's going on YouTube? My name's Arcani. I'm here to show you just one more quick tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to clone. Now, cloning is something that I do every now and then. I don't do it for every single video, but the way I do it, it's a lot better if you have, say, a 4K camera to make it look more realistic. The reason with that being 4K, you can kind of actually zoom in and keep the same quality as in with the standard, say, camera that shoots in 1080p. When you zoom in, you do lose a bit of quality. But I'm shooting in 1080p, so I'll show you how clean it can look and how you can make it look more realistic, just to the point where, I mean, of course cloning isn't real, but as clean as you can possibly get it without, you know, doing anything wild. First thing you're gonna need is a tripod, and the only other thing is a camera. That's pretty much it. And you wanna be in a place, say if you're taking a while to shoot, you wanna be in a place that's evenly lit. So say if you're outside shooting and the sun is pretty much changing, it's gonna look kind of weird because you're gonna have to leave the tripod in a specific spot, and then you're gonna have to move to the different locations that you would shoot at. So say, I'm gonna show you pretty much, but I'm shooting in my room, so we'll just go that way. Can you say hi?
yeah, that's right.
So today we will be cloning Milani. You wanna have your subject sit in a specific spot, right? This is for the first clone. We're gonna make probably like three of Milani. Hey Milani. So we're gonna have one right here, and then pretty much we're gonna leave that, you know, act it out right there for a while, and you're gonna have her move. So let's move you right over here. How's that? Alright, so we got one over there. Now we have Milani. You say, hey, you happy with your turtle? Alright, so we have another Milani right there. And now we have another Milani right here. So we're gonna jump to Final Cut and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this. Okay, so I went ahead and extracted the clip right here. So what we're gonna do is find the first clip. So she was first sitting right here for a while, so let's just press B on our keyboard, get our blade key out, and just cut the beginning of it. Cut everything off. Alright, and where does it end? I'll just stop it right where my hand gets in the way. Alright, so now that that's out the way, we want to cut until our next spot. So, and I actually messed up right here just because I actually sat on the bed. So when you're doing something like this, see where I put my hand on the bed right here. That was a big mistake, but it's okay. I'm gonna get right here, and let's just clip from right here. Right there is fine. Alright, so now that that's done, last spot, boom, right there. And you want to make sure not to touch your tripod while you're recording either. So you can cut the end out, and cut this out. We can cut that out. So we have our three babies all sitting in different positions. So where she's sitting in the front, that is going to be your primary clip. So you want to press Command plus to zoom into the timeline, just so you can get more exact cuts and things like that. Whichever person is in the front when you are cloning, you want to make that your primary. We're going to do this right here, and it's going to be on top, okay? Now we're going to mute this. Press V, grab the clip and press V just to mute the clip, just so you don't see that on this baby. We're going to go to Shape Mask. Now what Shape Mask does, it'll basically, this square right here, let's get right there. This square right here will basically, anything inside of the square will still be in the picture, anything out, it will kind of make it fade out. So let's just make this a little bit smaller. And we're going to get as close to Milani as possible without actually cutting her off. So alright. Okay. So that's your first baby. And we're gonna do the same with this Milani over here. So shape mask. I'm gonna grab this, put her in the center of it, and we're gonna make it small. We don't get Mr. Turtle too. Don't want to forget about him. Alright. Milani is so small. Alright. So now we're gonna make this clip apparent. And we're gonna put this at the bottom. And it's honestly that simple. And let's see. Now we're gonna do a quick some fixing really quick. So as you can see, this is why I said you want to shoot in a controlled lighting source where you can control all the lights and you're not like clouds doesn't affect your lighting at all. If you can see like around this Milani over here, you can see the color difference pretty well. Maybe I'm seeing it just because I'm editing it, but if you know to look for certain effects, you'll be able to see that when I shot this clip, it was brighter than when I shot these two clips. So you can always say, so let me just make sure I'm editing the right Milani, this one. You can always go into your color corrector and just try to make it get to that color as much as possible without making it seem too dramatic. Just like that. That's really good. Okay. This one is actually a bit darker. So let's see if we can drag that up just a bit. Just like that. That looks pretty good. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it down all to this clip. Now say if you want to, well, first let's do this. We're gonna highlight all, right click, new compound clip, and then just make that all into one clip. So basically what it does is it merges all of the files. And I guess I started the second clip a bit late, so I want to just cut the beginning off. Alright, so now that we got that, to make everything seem or blend pretty well, what I usually do is I just color correct it a bit. So this will color correct all of the Milanis. It'll color correct it entirely. So let's see. To just make it seem like everything blends perfectly, so you don't really see the edges of each Milani. So let's just do something like, and I'm just doing whatever right now. This is not really how I color grade everything, but just want to show you pretty much how you can just make it blend so everything seems like it was shot at the same exact time. And I'll leave that where it was. Actually, right there. Okay. So now when it plays back, it looks a bit cleaner. I want to actually cut the beginning off a little bit more, just because the camera was moving so much. Right there. And yeah, the sturdier the tripod, you really want to keep your tripod as still as possible. You don't want to be stomping around it, anything of that sort, just so there's no camera shake when you're recording and it'll affect one of the clones. So another thing that you can always do to make it seem more realistic, you want to go to your keyframes at the beginning of it. You want to go to scale, and you want to go to position and put a keyframe at the beginning of each. So I would say scale it just a bit, and this is where the 4K camera would work better, just because you are zooming in. Mind you, this is not a 4K clip again, so we're going to start from this side, and we're going to, at the end,
go one keyframe to the left. We're gonna just go all the way over here to make it seem like the camera's panning on all these clones. This one's super excited. Alright, so it'll look something like this. And that looks pretty clean. And another thing you can do to even go far out is always add a little handheld. Handheld is a preset already in that Final Cut did put in, and what it does is kind of makes it seem as if you're holding the camera and it's not on a tripod and it's actually shaking the entire picture to make it seem like you actually recorded it with your actual camera and you know your hands are shaking, so it looks more realistic. So see how the camera's shaking a bit, kind of like it just flows so endlessly. It's very nice. So that's pretty much that. So if you do happen to use this effect and you did learn it from me, I would love for you to tag me on my Twitter or on my Instagram. They'll both be in the description box below. Thank you for watching.